Welcome back. We're here to cover the divine feminine energy for this week, moving into the following months. Now, I already do see some significant shifts, and this really did come up in the divine masculine read. So if you haven't seen it, please go through and take a look at the divine masculine update, because it does have some very interesting correlations linking to your energy as well, and the astrology. We do have some planets moving direct very soon. A lot of you are going to be feeling it, and we're going to be super glad, although we will have Mars still sitting in that position for a couple of months yet. But we're going to start really building up that energy where we're feeling the momentum of our life. Oh, let's see. Have we got these in order? We have the crowning energy. This to me does look like divine feminine it's almost like you're coming back online. You're like, right, okay, I'm ready. I'm feeling anchored in. You could have had a lot of things happening surrounding your family, your emotions, your feelings. I do see more confidence building as it is surrounding your creativity energy with the serpent around the neck. We do see movement happening there. And this can be towards where you feel you want your life to go. This alignment energy. There's also an activation. I feel there's an activation within the Kundalini. I feel that there is an ascension process happening in both parties' lives. And again, some of you psychically may be actually tuning into this and picking up on it. As we look to the most recent past, this could have been a time where for some of you, you may have felt you needed to jump in the deep end with your divine masculine, like the Fool card in Tarot. That's going to the past position. So I do feel that you are coming into this feeling as though, yes, you may need to jump in the deep end, but also wondering if this person is going to travel towards you, throwing caution to the wind. And I do feel the past position here is something quite significant. And why do I say that? Is because we are going to be having planets next month. We're picking up on the shadow already. We're going to have Mercury retrograde. That is going to be happening from the 3rd. It enters Aries, and then on the 30th, Mercury will leave Aries, okay? What else do we have? It moves retrograde on the 15th. So we will have subjects to do with Chiron energy, confidence, love. Why love? Also, our identity. What do we want? Why do I say that? Because Venus will go retrograde as of the 1st of March. You'll get that shadow by mid-month. You also will have, why do I say the first house? It's because Aries is the first house. So no matter where it falls in your chart, it's going to make two subjects. It's going to be, what do you want? Who are you? Do you have the confidence? Aries and Chiron. And revisiting the past. Okay, so this is why I said towards the beginning of the year, until we can get through Mars direct, Mars moving signs, Mars goes direct, then bang, Mars and some other places, and Mercury and in Venus are going retrograde again. But it's in a different area of life. It's in a reflective energy. Do I feel a little bit lighter? Not necessarily, but it's a revisiting of these things, which is Venusian energy, our thoughts and feelings, our actions and words, and doing them differently. What ways did we discard that we need to bring back? What ways did we do things that we need to do them differently? However, this is going to signify for each of us, we can be revisiting, like the Fool card in Tarot, some people of the past. And, it was interesting that I called the title of your reading this week, Will You Fear the Change? Now, a lot of times we can get into the taboo of astrology and say, oh, good grief, it's retrograde, so it's not a good time. And no, I actually do think it is. I think it is all to do with those things. It's to do with people of the past. It's if you're in a current relationship, ways of the past, feelings resurfacing, having those deep, uncomfortable conversations, and maybe even having some very bold, confident conversations, because we do have Chiron direct. So having the courage to be disliked and having the courage to say what needs to be said. And it doesn't need to be spiteful. It can be something that is very direct and passionate. And we have in the heart of it, I hear, and I know that Carrie Underwood has a song to do with Cupid. Go and listen to that because I feel that it has a significant additional message for you this week in the mix. And I feel as though there's something to do with love and it's coming towards you. And, this could get a lot of you almost like, oh my gosh, am I ready for this? Because the first row is looking like there's offers, there's movement, things are changing very radically. The bottom row is like, oh heck, I need to just get the hell out of Dodge. And your thoughts are really going to, being that Mercury's there, they can be your worst enemy. Now, why do I say that? Is because Mercury will go retrograde. Our mind and our fears and our feelings can tell us I have less power. Maybe it's going to be the same. Go into it with a new perspective. Go into it with taking time. Go into this cycle between now and next month with an open mind. And, could you... we've got the faith card in reverse here on the kind of foundation level. It's like, you, especially after the moon in Pisces, the moon in Pisces landing on, and we're going to... March can be difficult because, we've got eclipses. February, let's look at the moon. Moon landing in Pisces, new moon, 28th, okay? That moon, again, being realistic, but also, what would I say? It's spiritual, it's psychic, it's Venusian energy, but we do have Saturn and Neptune giving us a hand of being realistic, faith being, the energy of very psychic energy, the 12th house, we can get stuck in our heads. Where is the shadow sign at the moment? It's in Virgo, analysis paralysis. I don't see this as a bad thing, but it's a possibility that you could second guess yourself. You could either be overconfident or you could be and feeling delusional, or you could be just disillusioned. It's a new chapter. Something is ushering in a new chapter for you to look at things and deal with things in a better way. It's a new moon. It's 9 degrees. We'll go into that energy a little bit later. Now, I do see there could be some disorientation with faith. So for some of you, it could be sort of on the spectrum of going, look, I just don't believe anymore. I'm very 3D. I need to see the details. The other is when you have that self-worth energy, and it's something you put out into the ether, something's coming towards you, which again, this is why I say be very careful of your thought processes. Now, it doesn't mean to say we can have our thoughts intact at all times, so it's not like you're cursed or anything, but something on a very positive level is being manifested here, and it's very creative. It's like, I also do get this hit where something inside your own personal Mars energy is transforming. And, when we see Mars in a feminine's birth chart, we need to understand it's something we can find inside ourselves. So that's something that divine feminine has been really integrating at the moment to do with confidence, creativity, relationships with our tribe, our relationships with children, and doing things that pleasure us, but also having confidence and, feeling that we can have power in that area, and that we are lovable, and that we are attractive, and that we are abundant. And we do have this card, abundance, actually coming through for divine feminine. So you do have power, you do have that self-worth, and I think you're going to have this revelation as we're proceeding forward. And I think Mars moving direct is almost going to be this beautiful nudge to really push you forward. But the sage is to know when to move forward. And it's like the Hermit card in Tarot. It's something that's hidden that's going to be uncovered, but don't keep it covered. Don't keep it hidden. And I'm going to pull a clarifier in your reading, only because I feel, there's some great energies coming through, possibilities, communication, movement, love, potentially, sort of like information coming in relationship to divine masculine in the connection. Could it be in a belief state? Yes, but I feel for some of you, very heavily being that it's a blue card further up in the deck, that this could be directly from the horse's mouth. This could be the direct person. I just keep hearing be careful what you wish for, because things are going to move very quickly. Be careful what you wish for. Let's take a look. They want me to go back to the Sage, which is the hermit card of the tarot, but I think we need to build upon that. I think we need to look at, why we're getting to a place where things are coming into alignment. More than likely because planets are ready to go, station and then direct. Give it a couple of weeks. It's going to take a bit of time for momentum. Okay, yes, big change is happening within counterparts' life. And, really what you're wanting to know is this person going to have the confidence, the courage? Are they going to nurture me? Again, look inside your own Mars energy. Look in your birth chart to see where Cancer falls. Because it's something that you're personally developing, and then you won't look outside yourself. But I do feel this person's coming in quite positively. Okay, what do we need to know more about this past position, please? Yeah, confidence, wanting this person to actually appreciate you for who you are, and it is a process that you're moving through, and I feel you're moving towards it. So trust yourself with that process. Don't be hard on yourself. And know that, yes, somebody is always going to remember the value that you are. What do we need to know about Cupid, please? This is coming in very passionately. It's almost like hot and heavy and, divine feminine, like questioning it. Yeah, it's like you're not going to see it coming, but things are going to move in very quickly. Some of you are just saying that person's moving in another direction, not interested, but they're really showing up inside your reading. This is a person that has changed quite a bit. This is a person that's quite wise now for the time. You also could learn some information about this, as well as actually revisiting some of these old stories. It's going to give you some deeper context of maybe what the blockages were in the past. Okay, what is this movement that's radically changing? I do feel Divine Feminine has some gifts coming. It could be a physical gift. It also could be, it's a reward for your efforts. It's almost like both within your own life and the reward that you're going to get from ushering in a connection that is deeply, deeply committed. They're also saying try to tune out of the karmic energy. When I say tune out, it doesn't mean, oh my gosh, you can't listen to a reading or you can't think about the circumstance. If something is coming up in a confidence sense and you're drawing a comparison, they're actually making reference to the point of don't second guess yourself. You are a divine light and you are perfect in, you're you. For some of you, you may get a land that something in this karmic connection is over. And I get this gossip feeling. It's almost like you're going to hear through the grapevine that something's shifted. Yeah, definitely. Okay. They're saying that if you're wanting confirmation, universe will give it to you. You may question the source of where it's coming from, and that's fine too. But they're saying something is coming to an end. It's weird. It's almost like it's bringing up a secondary layer of healing for you. It's like, well, are they going to do that to me? So it's weird how we do say, hey, be careful what you wish for. Shadow work is always there, but it doesn't mean we need to live in it. It's almost like you're saying, okay, well, they're single. Does that mean they're going to move towards me? Those already in a connection, I feel there is a revisit of the past. With this, Yeah, your thoughts. There's going to be some revelation. It's almost like scrying, actually seeing the future. This could be coming through in your dream state as well, especially with the link to the moon and Pisces. Some of you can have very disrupted sleep. Others of you, it can be almost out-of-body experiences. And there's this battle between the 3D and the 5D. It's almost like, no, okay, I see the dream, but I'm very 3D. It's this bouncing back and forward. You're going to find that middle ground. That middle ground means both can exist, but you're trying to attempt to find the harmony in it. And for some of you, this month, moving into next month, we're doing that adjustment, especially with a nodal kind of adjustment. It's like it's going to be impacting your aura. It's going to be this up and down kind of momentum energy, and you're going to learn to dance with this. You're going to learn to integrate it. For those of you that have been following me since 2017, 18, this is an energy where you have already been. So theoretically, you should be able to do it better. You have that self-awareness. You have that wisdom and understanding. If you are needing to shelter yourself and move into hermit mode for a bit to reflect, it's in the darkness you find the light. So, and we're noticing the owl on the hand and the staff with the light. There is going to be something. It's almost like you're going to get a benefit through whatever you're going through right now. And it is going to reinstate your faith. It is going to reinstate that something with this is changing. I feel for some of you that are in communication, that do move into communication, especially over the next few weeks, try to be open to this. Go down that path, navigate it, act with wisdom, okay? Act with whatever is dark and not shown to you, that it is going to come to light, that there will be that entry into this new beginning in a very enlightened way with the information. And take your time, really take your time, but definitely I would say be open to this. There could be a bit of stiff competition here, because for some of you it could be that there is more than one person coming towards you. If you haven't clicked the bell, please do so you can be notified of the next edition coming up very soon. Take care, and tell me how this lands for you and how the next 2 weeks for you energetically shift in your perspective.